The championship course is now closed. Good evening, Greensboro. Thursday night finals. This time we'll ask everyone to please stand as you are able. We'll ask the gentlemen to please remove their hats. Our devotion this evening will be offered by Jarrett Payne, celebrating his birthday today. Jarrett from Springfield, Ohio.
The first YMCA National Short Course Swimming Championship took place in Brooklyn, New York in 1923 with 80 athletes. Today, 100 years later, this event hosts more than 1,300 athletes ages 12 to 18. That's the definition of growth. Another definition of growth is the process of developing or maturing physically, mentally, or spiritually. My experiences since my first YMCA Nationals can only be described as growth. I attended my first YMCA Nationals in 2019. I was only 12 years old and had never worn a Speedo. My 7th grade self wasn't quite sure what to think of the Athletes Village, the parade, or the level of talent, while I'm finishing 139th, 127th, 124th, and 113th in prelims. For sure, I had some growing to do, both physically and mentally. Through the years, I've been lucky enough to have the best teammates and coaches through pool closures, meet cancellations, and the COVID pandemic to help me mature and grow. Being a part of the national team training group starting at age 12 put me in a unique position. I have watched my teammates year after year after year graduate and move on. This year will be no different. However, I am thankful for every practice, meet, relay, success, disappointment, and experience I shared with them all along this journey. All of it has been a part of my growth. While you are here this week, enjoy this experience with all of your teammates, coaches, and competitors. Be it your first year, your last year, or your only year, YNAPS will most definitely help you grow as a person and a swimmer. Thank you.
Thank you, Jarrett. If you remain standing, our national anthem will be offered by Zach Ahrens with the All Glaze Mercer YMCA.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land home of the brave?
Time for another centennial moment.
Yard individual medley on the men's and women's side, and then the 50 free and 4 heats of the 800 free relay. So we'll have that going. You can catch all of the results on either Meet Mobile or on the YMCA website, the national website, so you can keep up to date with where we are in the team standings and where we are with each of these events as they finish up during the evening. So we've had some fast swimming, no doubt, through the first few days here. We've had 7 records broken, which is phenomenal. Last night, the women's medley 200 medley relay, Schrader broke that. They went 139.09, and men's 200 free, Brendan Whitfield, he broke Brendan Burns' record. He went sub 134. He was 133.97. And the women's 100 back to start it off, Leah Shackley broke that. She set that standard at 51.21, and her 100 fly, she broke that record, and the standard is 50.96. The men's 200 back, Daniel Deal set a new record with a 140.47. Women's 200 back, Leah Shackley again She went 151.27, now the new standard. And then the men's 200 free relay was Ridley with Eckler, Kennedy, Houle, and Kudafaris. They were 120.14, not far from getting underneath that 120 barrier, which is incredible. So we've had a lot of great swimming this week. As you know, we've had almost 1,300 athletes here taking this week, enjoying their time here, but really showing all the hard work that they put in. They put it on display with a lot of great swimming. Many college coaches are here this week. I'll go from Auburn University to Worcester, NC State. There are about 35 different colleges here this week that have been observing and talking. I'm not sure exactly all the rules, NCAA rules, but I was talking to a couple of the coaches this afternoon after we took a break here before time trials, and they were from the U.S. Naval Academy, and they were just so thrilled to be here once again, to be able to look at not only talented swimmers, but swimmers who would definitely get into the Naval Academy. And also, we have so many colleges represented that some of our athletes are going to. You'll hear about that tonight. We had great senior recognition, about 250 some seniors graduating this year, moving on. We had a beautiful display and show of appreciation for them just the other day. So a lot of activity, always a great event. We appreciate you tuning in. And we had that special night the other night, a couple nights ago. Was it last night maybe? No, it was 2 nights ago. And it was Rowdy Gaines. And of course Rowdy sat with me for about an hour and a half, and we took many of these events through, talked about some other things in the swimming community and swimming world that are going on the national and international levels, NC2As. But what impressed me about Rowdy was was just as excited about calling the 15 and under finals as he sounds when he's calling an NCAA championship final. Absolutely amazing man, very supportive of YMCA swimming, and what an ambassador for the sport. So it was a privilege to work with Rowdy the other night. We've got a great committee that put this meet on. There you can see, if you're watching the video now, you can see some of our officials near our athletes. And they are volunteers. They do a tremendous job out here conducting this meet. They commit their time, and they're pretty much at their own expense to come down here to Greensboro every year. We'll be having a good community, a lot of things to do and see. If you're coming down here, bring your family, and make a week and a half of it if you can. But we love coming to Greensboro for this meet. About 11 years ago, we decided to make the move here from Lauderdale. Lauderdale was struggling with their facility. They now have that back up and ready. But we love Greensboro, North Carolina for this swim meet. All that hard work goes in during the year, and the swimmers put it in, and our meet committee puts it in, and Greensboro does a great job in culminating all of that work, especially on the swimmer side, making sure that they have everything ready here for them to go. So there you see some of the swimmers and coaches along the deck getting ready to take this to a high level tonight. We'll be starting in about 1 minute. Again, we've got the 500 free, the 2 IM, and then the splash and dash 50 freestyle tonight, which is always great. And then we'll go back in and finish up the 800 free relays as they go with the top 2 heats on the men's and the women's side. So again, I'm Bob McDowell. And we'll be staging here. We can see the women's 500 freestyle getting ready to go. Championship record and the national record, Courtney Harnish from York, Pennsylvania. She was 4:39.13. back in 2014. This is your B final. Lane number 1 is Elodie Mitchell, 21st in the 100 fly from Triangle. Lane number 2, Bridget Davis. She is 12th last year from Fanwood Scotch Plains. Lane number 3 is Nina Schulich, 18th in the 200 free from Jackson Community. Olivia Herbert, 20th last year, 9th in the 2 back this week. She'll be off to Yukon. She also was 3rd in the 4IM. Regional Y Western Connecticut. Ava Knopf-Snyder, 14th in the 1,000, 21st in the 2 free from Reading and Berks County. Is in lane 5. Lane number 6, Caitlin Fitzgerald, 11th last year, 5th in the 1,000, 19th in the 200 this week. She'll be off to JMU this fall. James Madison University from Western Branch, Delaware. Lane number 7, Kelly Hassett, 27th last year, 19th in the 4IM from Birmingham. And lane number 8, Kirsten Dietzweiler, 7th in the 1,000, 14 years old from Oshkosh. So she's scoring some points as a 14-year-old. As she was 7th in the 1,000 and now is back here in the women's 500. We'll probably see her in the 1650 also. Not sure if that's correct, but I'm going to say that. And if I'm wrong, I'll let you know. So here we go. We're out first, and that is Schulich, Nina Schulich from Jackson. She's out first, followed by Fitzgerald and then Dietzweiler. 54.96 going out for Schulich. She was 56.66 this morning, so she is out pretty quick tonight. You can see it with the rest of the field. The field ranges from 4:59.30 with Herbert up to 5:02.35, so less than 3 seconds here in this distance freestyle event. And it's still Nina Schulich from Jackson Community, 16 years old. And down here in lane 2, now Bridget Davis moving up there in lane number 8. You've got Kirsten Dietzweiler. And through the 200 mark, Schulich at 154.52. And she was 156.34 this morning. Davis at 155.75, and Bridget Davis was 157 this morning, and third would be Caitlin Fitzgerald, and she was 155.91 this morning. She was 157 this morning. So here comes moving up Bridget Davis. She's only 1,800 behind Schulich, and Fitzgerald just less than a second. So Schulich goes out quickly, but here comes the field. Pretty even in lanes 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. And at the bottom of your screen is lane number 1. Top of your screen is lane number 8. There's a real good shot right there. Good job by Take It Live. From Fanwood Scotch Plains, that was Bridget Davis. Now through 300. So Davis now at 255.65 for Bridget Davis. Night swim going on. She was 257.62. And here comes out of lane number 6 also Caitlin Fitzgerald. She's now in the second position, but still you're a leader. Bridget Davis, she's through the 350 mark at 326. She has 77/100ths of a second lead over Fitzgerald. And Herbert will be moving up. We saw that earlier. She's now in third. She was 30.50 on that last 50. We'll see what Herbert can do. She finished strong this morning. She's in the center of the pool. We saw Herbert go 4. She was our top qualifier at 4:59.30 for this heat. And now Fitzgerald only a quarter of a second behind Davis. And here comes Herbert. Center of the pool. Fitzgerald will try to start to hold her off. I believe Fitzgerald just now in first. Here comes Herbert moving into second. And now we've got 50 to go. for Caitlin Fitzgerald. She's got a second, 1.02 seconds over Herbert. We'll see if Herbert will be able to get back as the top seed. Fitzgerald was 30.10 on that last 50. Now here comes Herbert. As they say, probably not enough water to catch up there. But you can get Fink, which is my reference on Nick Fink. But it is Caitlin Fitzgerald. She goes 4:56.25. Great swim right there. Followed by Olivia Herbert at 4:57.08. And then moving all the way up, I didn't even mention her name, is Hassett. Incredible. Kelly Hassett moves all the way up. She was 5:01 in the morning, Hassett was. She's 4:57 tonight. So big drop there, but might be the biggest drop, and that was for Kelly Hassett. So I'll be turning it over to Bruce now, as here come our championship finalists. Once again, led out by our Wilton Waiwahu, Virginia Hastings.
Let's meet them. Lane number 1. Last year, 11th in the 400 IM, 7th this year in the 400 IM. She'll be a Bison at Bucknell in the fall from the Wilton Waiwahus, Virginia Hastings. Lane number 2, 19th in this event last year, already 6th in the 1,000 this week. She'll be a zip at the University of Akron in 2024 from York, McKenna Pottiger. Lane number 3, she finished 3rd in this event last year, already 5th in the 200 free, 10th in the 200 back this week. She'll be a Kentucky Wildcat in the fall. From Kanawha, West Virginia, Madeline McLaughlin. The top qualifier, 4th in this event last year, already 2nd in the 400 IM. She'll be a Kentucky Wildcat in the fall. From Greater Spartanburg, Hayden Penny. Lane number 5. She was our national champion last year in the 1,000 and the mile, 8th in this event, already a national champion this week in the 1,000. She'll be a Wildcat at Arizona in the fall. From the Anderson Barracudas and Me Lions, Ava Sutphin. Lane number 6, 7th in this event last year, already 3rd in the 1,000, 11th in the 400 IM. She'll be at George Washington University in the fall. From York, Zoe Schneider. Lane number 7, from Cheshire, Julia Bartow. And in lane number 8, already 12th in the 1,000 this week, from the YMCA of Western North Carolina, Taylor Goodwin. This is the A final.
And there's your lineup once again. The national record, Courtney Harnish, 4:39.13, set back in 2014. Top seed there, right in the center of the pool, lane number 4 from Greater Spartanburg, 4th last year. Hayden Penny, we saw as a runner-up last night in the 4IM. A bunch of great universities represented there: Bucknell, Akron, Kentucky, Arizona, and George Washington. Right there, 1 through 6. As some of these athletes making their selections early, but that's a good thing, maybe to get that out of the way. So McLaughlin out first, and she's out in 26:42. 1/10 of a second quicker than she was this morning. So between Penny, Sutphin, you're going to keep her on Sutphin if she'd be able to pull herself back through here in this 500. But Penny, Hayden Penny, very hungry, I believe, for a national title, without a doubt. Coach Dan does a great job down there in Spartanburg. And so it's McLaughlin and Penny out the 100, 55-16, 55-30. Penny was 55-57 this morning. McLaughlin was 55-52. as they push their way through. Pottinger is in third at a 56.27. Pottinger was right on her number from this morning of a 56.27. So ladies are right ahead of schedule and very even right now. Only 4 100ths separates Penny and McLaughlin. So Hayden Penny, your leader through the 150 mark. And in third at that turn was Ava Sutphin from Emmy Lyons. She's going off to Arizona. We'll keep our eye on her because she might have some real good closing speed. We know I remember her in the summer for YNAT's long course, taking some of those events on the distance freestyle side. But Penny still leading through 200. And she was 29.38 there. Sutphin was 29.29. McLaughlin was 29.47 on that previous 50. So we keep our eye on those 50 splits, see where we are. Still Penny, then McLaughlin, then Sutphin. 250 through, halfway through. Penny was 223.39. She was 29.32, so put 1/100th of a second out a little bit on Sutphin, who was 29.33 on that last 50. And it's Penny now, and that's a pretty good turn right there. We'll keep an eye on Maddie McLaughlin. McLaughlin going to be a Kentucky Wildcat in the fall, and guess where Hayden Penny plans to go to? Kentucky. Penny picking up the pace now. She was 29.07 on that last 50. They were 300 through. Now they're 350 through. She's 0.8 of a second ahead of McLaughlin and almost 2 full seconds ahead of Sutphin. Also up there in lane number 7, we'll keep our eye on Julia Bartow as she threw down at 29.20 on that last 50. So trying to back half here a little bit and get back into the mix. But Hayden Penny is very good. And unless McLaughlin has a 100 sprint left in her, she is almost 0.7 of a second now. Penny has opened up over McLaughlin. That was a good shot right there from the start end of the pool. But here comes. He splits 27.50. Penny splits 28.67 on that last 50. And I told you to keep an eye on Julia Bartow. She finishes up 4:51.76. And winner of the championship final, Maddie McLaughlin from Kanawha YMCA, 4:47.50, ahead of Hayden Penny at 4:48.31. So great swim right there for those ladies, as they took it out just right for McLaughlin, as she was able to finish up in that last basically 150. Nice swim for the ladies there. And now we'll move over to the C final. In lane number 1 will be Casey Sanders. She's going to head off to Oakland University in the fall. 23rd in the 200 breast this week from Farmington family. Megan Gangaway is in lane number 2. She was 15th in the 1,000 from Laurel East Hartford. Lane number 3 is Mia Hatzis, 16th in the 1,000, 23rd in the 200 free from the Regional Y of Western Connecticut. Amelia Doach, 24th in the 1,000, 15 years old from Burbank. Lane number 5, Colleen Bull, 6th in the 200 this week from Greater Somerset County, also 15. Lane number 6 is Kimberly Shannon, 2nd in the 1,000, 17th in the 2 back. 16th in the 5th in the 200 free. She'll be off to be a Pitt Panther this fall. She's from the Greater Susquehanna Valley Y in Pennsylvania. Lane number 7, Audrey Laganelli, 18th in the 1,000, 10th in the 200 free from the Upper Main Line YMCA. She'll become she's headed off to the Air Force Academy this fall. Tremendous, or this fall, probably this summer. So Audrey Laganelli from upper main line in lane number 7. Katie Petricelli, 13th in the 1,000 from Greater Somerset County. So out first, that's Katie Petricelli from Greater Somerset County. She's out in 55.91. And she moved in. There might have been a scratch, so she moved in and she was 55.91. She was 57.02 earlier today. So Petricelli up there in lane number 8. You can see she got a full second on the field. Shannon and Sanders, they follow her respectively. Sanders in lane number 1. She was in 3rd there. That's Casey Sanders from Farmington Valley or Farmington Family YMCA. And Kimberly Shannon in lane number 6 from Greater Susquehanna. So 200 through, still Pestricelli at a 156.47. Now followed by Kimberly Shannon, and then Megan Gangaway has moved up into the 3rd spot. They're going to be heading up to the halfway mark. And you can see at the bottom of your screen, lane number 1 up there in the top of the screen, that is Katie Petricelli from Greater Somerset County. Now she's got a full second lead over Kimberly Shannon, and then Sanders now moves back into 3rd down here in lane number 1 through the 250 mark. Pestricelli was 2:27.44. Coming up on the 300 mark here in your C final for the women's 500 free. Still Katie Pestricelli, 13th in the 1,000 the other night. He now holds a 0.85 second lead over Kimberly Shannon in lane 6. So you can see them up there. Also in lane 7, Audrey Laganelli now moving up. And Sanders down here in lane number 1. We'll see who has the back half speed here in the 500. Also moving up out of lane number 2, Megan Gangaway, and the center of the pool. So this is evening up very nicely. But as she looks over that lane rope up there in lane number 8, Katie Pestricelli, still your leader, but moving up, Kimberly Shannon now. Still looking pretty good. Laganelli in 3rd. So those are your top 3 right up there at the top of the screen. And it is now Kimberly Shannon. She splits 30.93 on that last 50 with 100 to go. Then it's Pestricelli, and then it's Megan Bull. Or I'm sorry, Colleen. It's Colleen Bull. I knew one of the family members was in there. And there she goes out of lane number 5. She has the back half speed, that 15-year-old swimming here in the C final. Shannon, she's just overtook Shannon. Now she's got a 3,300 of a second lead over the field. Colleen Bull from Greater Somerset County. There's your future in the distance. Heading for home. Can she get below that seed time of a 5:02? And she's at 5:00. Almost gets below and a breakthrough 5:00. But she's at 5:00.03. She'll be ready to break that easily in her next short course meet when she's shaved and tapered. Great job. There's a good shot of Colleen Bull, winner of your C final, followed by Kimberly Shannon and then Audrey Laganelli. Nice swim, ladies. And now we're going to move into our next final, and that will be our 15 and under final. 3 15-year-olds, 4 14-year-olds, and a 13-year-old in the mix here. And out of lane number 1, that's Sarah McGann from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Serena Dickey is in lane 2 from Lakeland Hills. Adrina Supton, her sister, swam earlier in the championship final for Emmy Lyons. Josie Marino from Wyckoff is in lane number 4. Megan Grisanti, 13 years old from Westport Weston, is in 5. Catherine Simpson from Hickory, North Carolina, coached by the great John Jolly. She's in lane number 6. Ivy Slavinsky, Greater Monmouth, New Jersey, is in 7. And Skylar Jansen from Birmingham, Michigan, is in lane number 8. So right now, Serena Dickey was out first. She's down here in lane number 2 from Lakeland Hills. We'll see where Serena is on her split time. Tonight she's out 56.34. She was 58.99. So she's decided, take it out tonight, see where we go with it, get some early speed going, and then follow up, and all that training and hard work and discipline. These student athletes are tremendous to get to this level with the mix of school work, with the mix of social life, and the dedication that it takes to do the sport of swimming. It takes dedication to do any type of sport, but swimming, different beast. In the water, sometimes early practices, sometimes doubles, but love it when these young student athletes do perform like this on the big stage. And we are on a big stage here at the Greensboro Aquatic Center. Thanks again for joining us. This is our D final. So 200 yards out. That's a great time of 1:57. Right now, Dickey in first, Simpson in second. She's up there in lane 6. You saw her, and that's under the tutelage of the great John Jolly. And then Marino, Josie Marino from Wyckoff, is in third. So that time for Dickey of a 1:57.48 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 under 2 minutes here in the 15 and under final. And there you have the 2:50 mark halfway through. Still Dickey at 2:28.49. She was earlier 2:31.44. Having a good swim, but you'll see some back half speed, maybe center of the pool, probably up there for John Jolly's Catherine Simpson, and here they come. So center of the pool, Simpson now in second, Marino from Wyckoff and now in third through 300. This is a real good race on the 15 and under side. Josie Marino now trying to make a move, as is Catherine Simpson, trying to chase down Serena Dickey. Still Serena Dickey, then Marino, then Simpson, and it is only about a half a second between Dickey and Simpson. But here comes Josie Marino. She had the fastest split on that last 50. And we're going to come in at the 100. That's the 400-yard mark at 4:01.52. Now Marino holds about 6/10 of a second lead over Simpson. Dickey still in there, now moving up out of lane 7 from Greater Monmouth. That's Ivy Slavinsky trying to get back in for that top 3 finish here in this heat. We'll have 50 to go. 4:32.33 for Marino. Josie Marino, she was 4:36 earlier today, trying to break through that 5-minute mark. Tell you what, she could be close. Put her head down, get up below a 30 point, and she's just over, but she's at a 5:00.97. What a swim right there. Followed by Catherine Simpson, and she's at 5:02.97. And Dickey holds on at a 5:04.51. Serena Dickey from Lakeland Hills. Great shot right there of our winner of our D final, Josie Marino. Congratulations to Josie and her coaches and her family. Great swim. There's your top 8 right there in the D final on the screen. So 5:00.97. You do that in the morning and you're in the B final. How about that? So we know this is our future here in YMCA swimming. We still have, they've got several years to go as they move through our YMCA swim programs locally here. And congratulations to Josie Marino on that great swim. And I'll be turning it over to Bruce Griffin. He'll take you through the top 16, and out they come for the awards.
Presenting the awards for the women's 500-yard freestyle, Coach Melissa McLaughlin. From Kanawha Valley, West Virginia. Finishing in 16th, Nina Schulich, Jackson Community. 15th, Ava Knopsnyder, Redding and Berks. 14th, Elodie Mitchell from Yoda. 13th, Bridget Davis, Fanwood Scotch Plains. 12th, Kirsten Deschweiler, Oshkosh. 11th, Kelly Hassett, Birmingham. 10th, Olivia Herbert, Regional Y of Western Connecticut. And winner of the B final, Caitlin Fitzgerald from Western Delaware. Finishing in 8th place, Taylor Goodwin, Western North Carolina. In 7th, Virginia Hastings from the Wilton Y Wahoos. 6th, McKenna Pottiger, York. 5th, her teammate, Zoe Schneider. Finishing 4th, Ava Sutphin, Emmy Lyons. 3rd, Julia Bartow from Cheshire. Finishing 2nd, Hayden Penny, Greater Spartanburg. Your 2023 national champion in the women's 500-yard freestyle from Kanawha YMCA, Charleston, West Virginia, Maddie McLaughlin. Winning time of 4:47.50.
There's Maddie McLaughlin. That's her mom coaches her. And a nice hug there from Mom to Maddie McLaughlin from Kanawha Y in West Virginia. Next up will be the men's 500 freestyle, and that national record is 4:18.01. Set back in 2011, Nicholas Caldwell from Sarasota. Your B final features out of lane number 1, Enrique Iturbi Casano, 14th in the 4IM from Greater Somerset County. Nathan Spetz, 27th last year, 6th in the 1,000. 19th in the 4IM this week from Pal Crosley Jr., the Tiger Sharks. Lane number 3, J.C. Gordon, 5th last year, 3rd in the 1,000 from Lynchburg. And that was lane number 3. Lane number 4 is Owen Markowitz 4th last year, 7th in the 1,000, 7th in the 4 IM this week from Lakeland Hills. Dan Godino, 17th last year, 12th in the 1,000 from the regional Y Western Connecticut. He'll be off to Tufts University up there in Boston, where he'll be a jumbo. Lane number 6, Logan Richards, 8th last year, 13th in the 1,000 from Upper Main Line. He'll be a Nittany Lion at Penn State University in the fall. Cody Lonsberg, Alley, YMCA in Connecticut. And Nick Bacall, 11th in the 1,000, 23rd in the 4 IM from Greater Spartanburg, Nick Bacall. So there you have it. There's your lineup in your B final scoring round. Out first is J.C. Gordon. J.C. was out in 24:04. And he was about a half a second ahead of where he was earlier today. Gordon out in 50.25. He was 51:31 earlier. Right next to him is Owen Markowitz. Owen from Lakeland Hills. J.C. Gordon from Lynchburg, Virginia. And in third, down here in lane number 1, is Ricky Iturbe Casano. As I mentioned, 14th in the 4 IM from Greater Somerset County. So 150 through at a 117, almost a full second over Markowitz, about 9/10. And so Gordon at 117.25 through his 150s, about 2 seconds ahead of his pace from this morning. Up there in lane 8 also, you want to keep your eye on Nick Bacall. He was 11th in the 1,000 earlier this week. Now Gordon 1.16 seconds over Markowitz. So Nick Bacall trying to stay up there, trying to chase down the opposite side. I think he already did. Ricky Iturbe Casano. So here we come up to the halfway mark, 250 through. Gordon at 2:11.87. He was 2:13.90, so he's a full 2 seconds ahead of his pace from this morning. Keep an eye on Markowitz. Markowitz was 4:32.88 this morning. We'll see where his split is now through the 300. Markowitz splits 27.28, so he picks up about a half a second on that last 50. He's at 2:40.60 is Markowitz. This morning he was 2:42. I'm sorry, yeah, 2:42.64. So basically 2 seconds. So he's trying to chase down J.C. Gordon from Lynchburg. Markowitz from Lakeland Hills. And there's another quick split for Owen Markowitz at 27:31. It's almost a full second gained on that last 50 by Owen Markowitz. And see what's happened out there in lane number 8 also. Nick Bacall from Spartanburg. He was 27.72 with this. And Richards in the middle, right there in lane number 6, he had a pretty zippy split also at 27.57. So we'll keep an eye on those guys on this last 100. So Markowitz now 44 hundredths of a second ahead of Gordon. But that's where your race is right now, as we have 75 to go for Markowitz and Gordon. And up there in lane number 8, Nick Bacall. $50 to go. Breaking it out right now for Owen Markowitz. He splits 27.14. He was at 4:02.41. He was 4:05.84. So he'll be well below the 4:30 mark tonight. So big swim right here for Owen Markowitz. He's at 4:28.29. Blows through the 4:30 barrier, followed by Gordon at 4:31.27. And then, as I mentioned, keep your eye on Richards. He came back into 25.46. Plenty left there for Logan Richards. Nice swim, gentlemen. Markowitz, Gordon, and Richards, those are your top three coming out of that B final scoring round. I'll give it over to Bruce Griffin, our PA announcer, as he'll take you through the introductions for the championship finalists for the men's 500 freestyle.
Let's meet them. Lane number 1. Third in this event last year, already this week, 6th in the 200. Will be part of the Ohio State Buckeyes in the fall from Champaign County, Nolan Miller. Lane number 2, 25th in this event last year, already 4th in the 1,000. 8th in the 400 IM, also from Champaign County, Isaac Carr. Lane number 3, already 9th in the 200 back, 19th in the 200 free, from Yoda, Teddy Blake. Lane number 4, 7th in this event last year, already 2nd in the 200 back, national champion in the 400 IM, will attend the University of Virginia in 2024, from Piedmont, David King. Lane number 5, already 2nd in the 400 IM, national champion in the 1,000. He'll be a Wisconsin Badger, from Schrader, Isaac Flagg. Lane number 6, 26th in this event last year, already 8th in the 200 free, from Blue Ash, Bryce Menschoffer. Lane number 7, 3rd in the 200 breast, 4th in the 400 IM this week. He'll be part of the Fighting Irish at Notre Dame in 2024, from the Birmingham Blue Dolphins, Angus McDonald. Finally, lane number 8, 9th in this event last year, already 2nd in the 1,000 this week, will be a Bucknell Bison, from Westport West in the Water Rats, Riley Twist. This is the A final.
And there is your A championship final lineup. Miller in 1, Carr 2, Blake 3, King your top seed in 4, Flagg in 5, Menschoffer 6, McDonald 7, and Twist in 8. Once again, championship and national record for 1801. Nick Caldwell set back in 2011. So Miller going to be off to Ohio State University, and King declaring for UVA, Flagg for Wisconsin, McDonald declaring for Notre Dame, and then that Bison for Riley Twist. He'll be up there at Bucknell. I know that Virginia Hastings, in a neighboring community, she's going to Bucknell also from Wilton. So here we go, center of the pool, lane 1 at the bottom of your screen, lane number 8 up top. And we've got Twist at Bison. He's out pretty quickly, but out of lane number 4 right now. He won the national championship in the 4 IM last night, David King. We'll see where we have him going. We're going to keep that record pace going. So King's out 49.32 in the 500. And that is under national record pace. That was a 49.44. So David King, he was under that national record pace earlier today also. And through the 150, he's at 1:15.85. He's leading Flagg by 1.22 seconds. And then Riley Twist up top there, putting a big effort in up there in lane number 8. He is in 3rd. He was 1:17.36. He's about 34 hundredths of a second ahead of where he was earlier, to give you some perspective. 200 through, 1:42.40. Just over the national record pace right now, Nick Caldwell. Caldwell, legendary here in our YMCA national events. Tremendous distance swimmer out of Sarasota. Sarasota, when they were a Y, had some absolutely outstanding distance swimmers on both sides. Danielle Valley, Nick Caldwell, the Cats, they were all top notch. So it's still Twist in third, Flag in second, and your leader in lane number 4, David King. David King from Piedmont, Cavalier Aquatics. And he pushes through the 300 at 2:35.36. Give you a little perspective from this morning, he was 2:37.34. So he's going to try to get down it below that 4:25 mark, I would presume, if he's got that back half speed to go. He's opened it up pretty significantly now over the rest of the field. Flag is next to him, our 1,000 champ, in lane 5, and here comes the rest of the field now out of lanes 2 and 3. Carr, Isaac Carr from Champaign County, now in third. I'll give you King at 3:01.96. He was the only guy at that 26:60 mark, below 27 for that split on that last 50. We'll see where he is. He's 26:78 on that split for David King. And this morning, King was at that point with 100 to go. He was 3:32, so he's got a real good shot to get down possibly into that 4:23 range, which would be a tremendous, tremendous swim. So he's got 50 to go. He's got to put on a 20, maybe a high 25 to get back. Wow, that would be great. What's he got left? He's going to be potentially just over in that 4:23 range, possibly. Wow, 4:22.37. Look at that last split. He was consistently in that 26 range. Flag comes back in at 4:26. And then finishing up in third, Teddy Blake from Triangle. What a last 100 for Teddy Blake. So there you go. There's your national champion. He was national champion last night in the 4IM. And David King wins the national championship in the 500, followed by Isaac Flag. And then Teddy Blake coming all the way back. Great last 150 for Blake as he moved through it. So congratulations. We'll see those awards here after these next 2 heats. And here we go into the C final for the men's 500. And swimming out of lane number 1 was 18th in the 4IM from Greensboro, Andrew Sieber. I'll let these guys get started here. We've got Sieber in 1, 18th in the 4IM from Greensboro. Lane number 2 is Oliver Stoll, 20th in the 2 back from Spartanburg. Cash Walls, 51st last year from St. Cloud. Lane number 4, Owen Nye, 11th last year. 9th in the 1,000, 24th in the 2 free from Greensboro. Lane number 5, Braden King, 50th last year, 7th in the 1,000 from Piedmont. Lane number 6 is Ian Duncan, 14th in the 2 back, 22nd in the 2 free from Birmingham. Lane number 7 is Maddox Turnez, 10th in the 1,000 from Greater Spartanburg. He's 15 years old. And then Cam Kraft is in lane number 8, 11th in the 2 free from Emmy Lyons. So these boys will be out at the 100 mark, and your early leader, Braden King, he's 51.31. Pretty even field. After the 100, King was 51.73 earlier today. So real even field right here, not much separating. Braden King, he has 1:19.05. 5, 119.24 for Cash Waltz in lane 3, and a 119.27 for Oliver Stoll, and a 119.58 for Owen Nye, and a 119.80 for Ian Duncan. So a bunch of 119s in there in the center of the pool. You can see them right there on your screen, but they're all having some pretty good swims. It's still very tight, not much separating. Braden King is 146.99 leading the way here. He was 147.22, so about 0.3 of a second, a little less than 0.3 of a second ahead of his pace from this morning. Owen Nye right there in lane number 4, and down here in lane number 2, Oliver Stoll putting the big effort in. Also in 3, you've got Cash Waltz. So Cash Waltz from St. Cloud, Stoll from Spartanburg, Nye from Greensboro, King from Piedmont. Up there in lane number 8, here comes Cam Kraft. These guys really moving through. They are through 250. So King and Nye and Stoll, those are your top 3 as we move through this. Keep your eye out there on the lane number 8 up top of your screen. That's Cam Kraft. He just split 27.54. We'll see what he can do on this 50. He's 27.61, now moves into 3rd. So he's trying to chase down Braden King and Owen Nye here in your C final. Owen Nye was 436.88 this morning. Cam Kraft was 438.92, so it was a 2-second difference. Keep your eye on Cam Kraft. And it is now Kraft in 2nd. He picks up again. He was 27.34, the fastest split on that last 50. 100 to go. He's got a lot of back half speed. He is your leader now. Down there in lane number 8, Cam Kraft, followed by Owen Nye, then Braden King. Kraft 26.62 on that last 50. His coach is going to be looking at these splits, Emmy Lyons, and they're going to be saying, man, we're going to pick up the pace in the beginning to keep you to training up so you can hold on to it on the end. But looks like Cam Kraft, who this morning was 438, will be well below that tonight. For a big swim in the C final, Cam Kraft, he goes 432.18, followed by Owen Nye at 433.93 and Braden King at 434.69. So some pretty good drops right there for the top 3. Good shot right there. Smile. Hey, got to be smiling after that, Cam. That was tremendous. And guess what? Guess what? Cam Kraft, 17 years old, looks like a personal best big time. A lot of training and hard work being put in there by Cam. So here we move into our D final on the men's 500 freestyle. Lane number 1, here you can see your lineup. Chase Grissy from Emmy Lyons, he's 15. Kenneth McLaughlin from Kanawha. Sister just won the 500 on the women's side. He's in lane 2. Lane number 3 is Jack McCrae from Upper Palmetto, 14. Will Charlton, 14 from Piedmont's in lane 4. Lincoln Council, he's in lane number 5 from Greater Spartanburg. London Rising, Rowdy loved that name. That was the name of the day. And I'll say it again, that's the name of today. London Rising from the Dick Family YMCA. And Chase Easton, 14 years old from Piedmont. So here's your 15 and under final. Who's out first? London Rising. And London Rising up there in lane number 6. We'll keep our eye on these guys as they work themselves through this 500-yard freestyle. And out first, London Rising at 24.17. So Rising was 24.22, so 5/100 quicker than he was this morning. As these boys will settle in right after the 100. And hoping to keep those 26s, 27s, probably more in the 27 range as they work their way through it. There they are. There's the 27s now popping up. Although Lincoln Council was 26.90. London Rising in lane number 6, followed by Lincoln Council and then Will Charlton, lanes 5 and 4 respectively. Charlton, Lincoln Council from Spartanburg and Charlton from Piedmont. London Rising from the Dick YMCA. So Council, now your leader. But even field through the 150 mark, still in the 27 ranges. That's a good split for these 15 and unders as they work their way through. So Council in lane 5. We go from the bottom of the screen on up. It's lane 1 at the bottom of your screen, and there's lane 5, your leader. You can see that on the starting block. So Council at 147.55 at the 200 mark. Lincoln Council was 149.55 this morning at that mark. A real nice swim going on down here, or right in the middle of the pool between Will Charlton, who's trying to overtake Lincoln Council now, and he does. It's back and forth. Now they're settling into 28s in the mid part of this race. That was through 250. Charlton was 216.21, and so earlier today, we'll see where Charlton was. He was 218.18. So Will Charlton could have swam in the C final, but he decided he wanted to swim in this D final against basically his age group. It was 15 and under. So Charlton now overtaking Council, and then Rising still hanging there in 3rd, but also moving up out of lane number 3 is Jack McCrae. Jack McCrae from Upper Palmetto, 14-year-old. There's a good head-on shot right there of our leader, Will Charlton, through the 350 mark at 312.84. He was 315.40, so over 2.5 seconds better than he was this morning. He'll be pushing for the 400-yard mark. So it's Charlton, Council, and Rising right there in lanes 4, 5, and 6. Here we go, 100 to go for Will Charlton holding the 28s. He and McCrae now holding 28s, along with London Rising trying to make a move back into the mix for that 2nd spot. Lincoln Council will be holding on. At this mark earlier today, Will Charlton, he was 412.74. Tonight, he's 410.21. So about 2.5 seconds better than he was earlier today. So he's going to be breaking through that 440 mark, maybe below 438 as he heads for home here in our D final. Keep your eye on McCrae also, and winner of the D final. He's at 438, and followed up by London Rising coming back at a 26.59. He'll learn how to swim that 500 a little more evenly. Still had a little back half speed, and then Jack McCrae coming all the way back with a 27.31. So that's some pretty good swimming by our 15-year-olds and under, with Will Charlton going through the 440 mark. London Rising, he was 438.25, was Charlton 440.32 for Rising, and 440.82 for Jack McCrae. So a couple 440s there was pretty good. A lot of good drops. And here come the awards. I'll turn it back over to Bruce Griffin, our PA announcer. He'll take you through the men's 500 awards, and we'll get back to the 2 IMs right after these top 16 presentations. Hope you're enjoying our live stream.
Presenting the award for the men's 500-yard freestyle, Coach Connor Hazard from Piedmont. Finishing in 16th, Ricky Iturbe Casano, Greater Somerset County. 15th, Dan Godino, Regional Y, Western Connecticut. 14th, Cody Lonsberry, Indian Valley. 13th, Nathan Spetz, Powell Crosley. 12th, Nick Brookall, Greater Spartanburg. Finishing 11th, Logan Richards, Upper Main Line. Finishing 10th, J.C. Gordon from Lynchburg. And winner of the B final, Owen Markowitz, Lakeland Hills. Finishing in 8th place, Nolan Miller, Champaign County. 7th, Isaac Carr, Champaign County. Angus McDonald, Birmingham, Michigan, is in 6th. 5th, Riley Twist, Westport Weston. Finishing 4th, Bryce Minchoffer, Blue Ash, Cincinnati, Ohio. Finishing 3rd, Teddy Blake from Yoda. Finishing 2nd, Isaac Flagg from Schrader. Your 2023 national champion, men's 500-yard freestyle from Piedmont, David King, winning time of 4:22:37.
So David King at the top of the podium for the 500, 4:22:37, second national title in 2 nights. You won the 4 IM last night. Quite a student athlete right there, David King. We're going to move into our women's 200-yard individual medley, your national and championship record, 154.25, set back in 2015, Megan Small from the York YMCA. Out of heat number 1, you have Devin Sargent, 21st last year, 5th in the 2 back, 7th in the 100 back this week from Upper Main Line. Lila Welsh from Piedmont is in lane number 2. Kenzie Padilla, 10th in the 100 fly, 8th in the 200 free from Upper Main Line. And in lane number 4, Megan Unruh. She'll be off to Houston. Matter of fact, Kenzie Padilla is going to Harvard this fall. Lane number 5 is Lily Zippel, 22nd last year, 6th in the 4 IM from Schrader. She'll be going off to Denver this fall. Lane number 6, Charlotte Holiday, 19th last year, 15th in the 2 back. She'll be at UPenn, where she'll be a Quaker this fall from Greater Somerset County. Lizzie Washburn is in lane number 7, 12th last year, 12th in the 100 fly. She'll be a Brown Bear this fall from Summit Branch in New Jersey. And in lane number 8, Maya Swikert, 53rd last year, 3rd in the 2 back, 6th in the 100 back from Countryside. So there's your field here in the B final. We're out first pretty quick there. Kenzie Padilla. Wow, Kenzie Padilla going to be off to Harvard. She's in lane number 3. She was 25.66 going out in the fly. Padilla this morning, 25.78. We'll see where she holds on here. But fly back, you know you got to do the breaststroke too. Up there in lane number 8, up at the top of the screen, that's Maya Schweikert from Countryside. So Schweikert now your leader at 56.89. She splits at 30.31 for Schweikert. She was 56.90 this morning, so right on pace where she was. But here come our breaststrokers. We know in the IM, even in the sprint IM, this 200 IM, that our breaststrokers, such as Megan Unruh in the center of the pool. You also have Lily Zippel. Zippel was 6th in the 4 IM. And here comes Zippel out of lane number 5. Sargent out of 5. I'm sorry. So we have a so Sargent down here in lane 1. That's what I'm missing. I had a problem seeing over those young cheering student athletes. But here comes Devin Sargent. She'll be happy tonight, Mom. I know she's on the deck. I was talking with her mom earlier, but here she goes, and she is there to 2:02.81. Devin Sargent pulls it together tonight, goes 2:02.81, coming down from a 2:06.43 morning swim. Give her a smile. Give us a wave, Devin. That's a great swim. And she's followed by Lily Zippel and then Megan Unruh. So I missed that down there in lane 1. But great swim by Devin Sargent. Talking to her mom this morning, and I believe she said she's going to be off to Yale in 2024. So the Yale Bulldogs will have a great student athlete coming their way in about a year or so, a little over a year. So I'm going to turn it back over to Bruce, and he'll take you through the introduction championship final.
In the 100 back, 5th in the 100 fly in part of 2 national championship relays from Schrader, Alana Berlin. Alana Berlin, lane number 1. Lane number 2, 2nd in the 200 backstroke last year, already 2nd in the 200 back, 3rd in the 100 back this week from the Wayne Blue Streaks in New Jersey, Sarah Rodriguez. Lane number 3, 2nd in the 100 fly this week, national champion in the 400 IM, and our defending national champion in this event from Greater Somerset County, Emily Thompson. Lane number 4, 2nd in this event last year, already 3rd in the 100 fly. She'll be a Longhorn in the fall. From Champaign County, Angie Coe. Lane number 5, she'll be a Pitt Panther in the fall from Boyertown, Sydney Green. Lane number 6, already 2nd in the 200 breast, also part of the 2 Schrader National Championship medley relays. She'll be a Lady Vol at Tennessee in the fall from Schrader, Tori Brostowitz. Lane number 7, she was 4th in the 400 IM last night. She'll be attending Villanova in the fall from Chester, Megan Tiernan. And in lane number 8, 23rd in this event last year, 5th this week in the 400 IM from Greater Somerset County, Erica Maltzed.
So there's your lineup. Championship final. Top seed coming in, Angie Coe from Champaign County, heading off to be a Longhorn at the University of Texas this fall. She was 2nd in this event last year, so hungry for a national championship. We'll see what she can do here in the women's 200-yard individual medley. So Rodriguez and Thompson both off the blocks in .63. So that's a pretty good start coming out on this fly leg for Rodriguez and Thompson. Rodriguez from Metropolitan YMCA of the Oranges. And these ladies will work their way through. Right now, Angie Coe out 25.09. She was 25.52 earlier today for Angie Coe. Under the national record pace of Megan Small. She was 25.22 when she set the national record back in 2015. So now, over on the backstroke, Emily Thompson now takes the lead over Angie Coe. And Thompson splits 29.10, but Coe was not bad at 29.59 on that back. Sarah Rodriguez, one of the best backstrokers in the meet, was 29.18. And they worked their way through. Thompson was 54.29, just over the national record pace. She was 56.40 earlier today. We know Emily Thompson, very strong breaststroker, as is Coe. And Gring now has moved up into third. Thompson, 1.2 second lead over Coe. So Emily Thompson, our defending champion. She won the 4IM last night, but here comes Coe, putting her head down, going into the wall. She just took a peek. Will she be able to track down Emily Thompson? Much water left. Angie Coe giving it all she has. We'll take a look at that split, but it's Emily Thompson on the finish. She goes 156.85, 29.62 split for Gring coming home. Thompson at 28.39, but the fastest split coming home, Angie Coe. She was 27.72, but your winner, now a two-time national champion in the 200 IM, Emily Thompson from Greater Somerset County, going 156.85. So a couple of ladies under that 200 mark. Thompson and Coe, followed by Gring. So there's your field and their placement. Next up is our C final. Emily Gall from Somerset County will be in lane number 1. Billy Sherratt, 17th last year, 16th in 100 fly, and she'll be off to Kentucky this fall from Fanwood Scotch Plains. Is in 2. Lane number 3, Ella Romberg, 18th in the 2 breast. She's going to NYU in the fall from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Lane number 4, Elliot McAlpine, 10th in the 200 breaststroke from Rapid. She's in 4. Gabby Augustin, 4th in the 2 breast from Chippewa Valley's in 5. Emma Ten Hunfeld, 15 years old from South Kettering, 13th in the 4IM, is in 6. Sophia Yusuf, 11th last year, 9th in the 4IM from Lakeland Hills in 7. And Scout McQueen, 25th in the 4IM, is in lane number 8. Gabby Augustin going off to Harvard. Here's Yusuf out in 26.22 out of lane number 7. Yusuf was 26.67 this morning. As you can see up there on the back now, moving up out of lane 6. That's Emma Ten Hunfeld, the 15-year-old, 26th in this event last year as a 14-year-old. So 100 through. You want to keep her eye also down here in lane number 1, Emily Gall. So here come your breaststrokers. So still out of lane number 7, Sophia Yusuf. And then Ava Ten Hunfeld. Gabby Augustin in 3rd. Yusuf is 133.94 tonight. She was 137.21, about 4 seconds ahead of her pace, so she'll be down in that 203, maybe 202, 203 probably mark in there, and she does. She goes 203.56 for Sophia Yusuf. Great swim in the C final from Lakeland Hills. She's followed up there by Gabby Augustin. There's a good shot of Sophia. And then Ava Ten Hunfeld finishes up in third with a 2:05.09. So there they are. There's your field and where they finished coming out of the C final. Next up is our D final, our 15 and under event for the 2IM. A.K. Gill from Greensboro, 13 years old. She'll be in lane number 1. Ella Gussin, 15 years old from Westport Weston. Sarah Sirjak from Piedmont, 15-year-old, is in 3. Grace Petrakis from Central Bucks Family YMCA, future of Central Bucks YMCA swimming, right on display tonight. Comes in at a 2:08.19. Lane number 5, Rena Lau, 13 years old from Greensboro. Reese Riley, 15 years old from Blue Ash, is in 6. Sophia Cruddy, 14 from Burbanks, in 7. And Kylie McCarrier from Cheshire is in lane number 8. And out first is McCrier from Cheshire. She's out in 25:88. Pretty good out there for McCrier. She was 26:62 earlier today. Now your leader up there in lane number 7, Sophia Cruddy from Burbank. Lane 7 and 8. Halfway through, and then we'll see our breaststroke and see what the field can do, as if they can pull them back in. Cruddy at 56.08. She was 56.70 this morning, so 0.68 of a second faster. Now here come your breaststrokers. This morning, Grace Petrakis on this breaststroke split was 37.73. We'll see what she can do tonight. Also down here in lane number 3, we have Sarah Sirchak. She was 36.28 on the breaststroke split. So here comes your field. And now your leader, Sarah Sirchak, followed by Sophia Cruddy, and then Rena Lau. So here we go. As these ladies swim for home, still Sirchak, Cruddy still up there in lane number 7. Here comes Rena Lou trying to chase him down. Arena puts her head down, and it will be Rena Lou. She comes back 29.27, goes 2:04.96 as a 13-year-old. Followed up by Sophia Cruddy, and then Sarah Sirchak finishes up in 3rd. Great swim right there. There's your finish. 2:04.96, 4/100ths ahead of Cruddy, and basically let's add that together, 8/100ths over Sirchak. So a great finish there in your D final. We'll be turning it back over to Bruce Griffin, our PA announcer, and he'll take you through the top 16 awards on the women's side in the 2IM.
Presenting the awards for the women's 200-yard individual medley, Coach Mary Corey, Greater Somerset County, New Jersey. Finishing in 16th, Lizzie Washburn from Summit Branch. Finishing 15th, Layla Welsh, Piedmont. Finishing in 14th, Kenzie Badia, Upper Main Line. 13th, Maya Schweikert, Countryside. Finishing 12th, Charlotte Holiday, Greater Somerset County. 11th, Megan Unruh from Boyertown. 10th, Lily Zippel Schrader. Winner of the B final, Devin Sargent, Upper Main Line. Finishing in 7th place, Sarah Rodriguez, Metropolitan YMCA of the Oranges. 6th, Megan Tiernan, Chester. 5th, Tori Brostovitz, Schrader. 4th, Elena Berlin from Schrader. 3rd, Sydney Green, Boyertown. Finishing 2nd, Angie Coe, Champaign County. And your 2023 National Champion Women's 200-yard individual medley, another championship for Emily Thompson, Greater Somerset County. Final time 156.85. Congratulations, ladies.
In that event. She was our national champion last year. She's won another title. She won the 4IM last night. Queen of the IMs, Emily Thompson. Next up, the men's 200-yard individual medley. Your national record, 144.87. Brendan Burns from Upper Main Line. He also holds a championship record. Out of lane number 1, Alex Bauer. He was 66 last year in this event. Justin Dostal, 12th in the 100 fly and 4IM this week from Emmy Lyons is in 2. Colin Cavanaugh, 35th last year, 17th in the 2 back from Fanwood Scotch Plains. He's off to be a Williams F this fall. Dostal will be going to George Washington. Will be Colonial, I believe they are. In the fall. Kaylin Anbar, 7th last year in this event, 2nd in the 2 breast. He's in lane number 4. Nathan Welker, 16th last year, 8th in the 2 back from York and York County. He'll be a Wisconsin Badger in the fall. He's in lane 5. Lane number 6, Jack Mills, 6th in the 100 fly, 18th in the 2 free from Lynchburg. Lane number 7 is Evan Tack, Birmingham. And lane number 8, Wooby Kupsky from Wilkes-Barre Family Y. He was 6th in the 4IM last night. So out first, 23.07 going out for Jack Mills. Jack Mills from Lynchburg here in our B final. Mills was 23.14 earlier, so 7/100ths of a second faster. These gentlemen now on their back. Pretty even field, but down here in lane number 3, it looks like Colin Cavanaugh. He was 17th in the 2 back. As I mentioned, there'll be a Williams F going up there to swim for Steve Custer, former Y champion in the Wilton Y Wahoos. So Cavanaugh, 50.70 going out. Cavanaugh earlier today was 51.45. Now moving up, here comes Kaylin Anbar from the New Canaan Caymans. Anbar now 0.16 of a second ahead of Cavanaugh, 2.5 ahead of Tack. Will Cavanaugh have any closing speed to try to chase down Kaylin Anbar? Rest of the field pretty close up there in lane number 8. Here comes Wooby Kupsky. Keep your eye on Wooby. Also in lane number 6, you've got Jack Mills still hanging in there. And it would be Kaylin Anbar. He takes the B final, 149.27. Good finishing speed. Only guy under 150. There's a good shot of Kaylin from New Canaan, Connecticut. Great job coming back in 26.72. For Kaylin Anbar, breaking through the 150 mark. Colin Cavanaugh, 150.57. Jack Mills follows him up with a 151.28. So good swim right there in our console final. Next up is our championship final. I'll turn it over to Bruce as he will introduce those swimmers to you momentarily.
Please welcome our 8th finalist, men's 200-yard individual medley. And here they are, lane number 1, already 19th in the 100 fly this week from Farmington Valley, John Rusnock. Lane number 2, he was a national champion in the 200 breaststroke. He'll be a Wolverine at the University of Michigan. From the Birmingham Blue Dolphins, Ethan Schwab. Lane number 3, 7th in this event at Long Course Y Nationals. Already this week, 5th in the 100 back, 7th in the 200 back from Greater Somerset County, Kenny Barnacle. The top qualifier, national champion 100 backstroke, national champion 200 backstroke from Cumberland, Maryland, Daniel Deal. Lane number 5, 4th in this event last year, 2nd in the 200 free this week from the YMCA of Rock River Valley, Camden Big C Taylor. Lane number 6, from Western Branch, Alexander Karahalis. Lane number 7, he gave our devotion tonight, and today's his birthday. 11th in this event last year, 8th in the 100 back, 10th in the 100 fly this week. He'll be at the University of Alabama in 2024, Springfield's Jarrett Payne. And lane number 8, 14th in this event last year, already this week. 3rd in the 200 free, 4th in the 100 fly from Piedmont, Will Brown. This is the A final.
And there's your field for the men's 200-yard individual medley. Center of the pool, we'll keep our eye on Daniel Deal. He's already set 2 national records in the 100 back and the 200 back this week. Our national record, though, is a 144 by the legendary Brendan Burns from the upper mainline Y. Didn't swim that IM at NC2As anymore, but he did win a title this year. And he won that 2-fly title last year. And these gentlemen will work their way through. We know the Deal will be zippy on his back. He was a 26.76. He was kind of, I think he was just working his way through this event. Right out in front now is Daniel Deal, 21.97, under the national record pace for Deal. Now he's on his back. This morning on his back, 26.76. We'll see what he can post tonight. Deal followed by Taylor, and then up there in lane number 6 looks like Karahalis. So Daniel Deal splits 25.56. He is now at 47.53, under national record pace by 7/100ths. Brendan Burns, hang on there, buddy. Here comes Daniel Deal. We'll see what he can do on this breaststroke leg. Pretty good pull out right there for Daniel Deal. Here comes Camden Taylor. We'll see what it is. He needs 119.78. He's under that significantly. He's at 118.35 for Daniel Deal. Almost a 3-second lead over the field. Daniel Deal trying to take down that 144. He should be in that, could be in the 143 low range. If he makes it home, he's got to put the freestyle on, trying to get there, and he will be 144.51, a new national record for Daniel Deal. He comes home. I know Brendan Burns put it down on that freestyle leg several years ago. Daniel Deal put it together in that breaststroke and that backstroke leg. Middle 100 got him that national record. So there's a good shot of Daniel Deal third national record, followed by Camden Taylor at a 1:48.09, and Alexander Karahalis, another great swim at a 1:48.57. How about that? Daniel Deal, our national champion and new national record holder in the men's 200 IM. Great swim. Let's move now to our C final. Greg Lynn, Greater Monmouth in lane 1. He is our athlete rep. Did a great job for this past year on all the committee calls. Very dedicated young man from Greater Monmouth. Lane number 2, Luke Vickers, 47th last year, 4th in the 200 breast from Jackson. Lane number 3 is Connor Johnson from Lakeland Hills. Lane 4, Jack Smith, 19th last year, 6th in the 200 breast from Piedmont. Tyler Quarterman, 6th in the 2 back, and he'll be off to Texas this fall. Lane number 6, Max Moore, 62nd last year, 5th in the 2 breast from Piedmont. Lane 7, Sean Kelty, 41st last year from Hickory. And then lane number 8, Reese Stoner, 13th last year from Triangle. He'll be a Tar Heel this fall. So out first, Reese Stoner, just mentioned his name. He's out in 23.95. He was 24.54, trying to put it down. He's a good backstroker, Reese. He was 5th in the 200 back. He was 5th in the 4 IM last night. And now Stoner at 51.14. He was 52.75, about a half a second ahead of Connor Johnson, the 15-year-old in lane number 3. See if Johnson has the breaststroke, but we know in the center of the pool, Jack Smith, 6th in the 200 breast. Tyler Quarterman was 3rd in the 4 IM from Boise last night in that yellow cap. And here come the other breaststrokers, Max Moore, Sean Kelty. Still, Reese Stoner, he throws down a 32.67. He was 33.64, so almost a full second ahead of his breaststroke split from this morning, 123.84. He was 126.39. Outside smoke for Reese Stoner. As I mentioned, it'll be a Tar Heel this fall. And then the C final will be Reese Stoner. He goes 150.65. Pretty good swim, pretty good drop. He came in on a 151.39. So that's probably a lifetime best for Reese. There's a great shot of him. He looks at the camera. There it is. Yep. Put it all out. Left it all out there. So Stoner over Johnson in second and Vickers in third in the C final. Next up is our 15 and under D final. Lane number 1 will be John Brostrowitz from Schrader. Lane 2, Jacob Nawasriat, 15 years old from Upper Mainline. Hensley, Jack Hensley from Lancaster and Fairfield is in lane 3. He's also 15. These are all 15-year-olds in this heat. Ryan Sutherland from Triangle area is in lane 4. Braden Franklin from Greater Spartanburg in lane 5. Jack Paul from Schrader is in 6. Bobby Regan, the infamous Regan family from the Regional Y Western Connecticut is in lane 7. And Sean Liu from Birmingham Family Y is in lane number 8. So here's your D final. Men's 200 IM in the water. Through your first 50, that's a fly leg. 24.70 going out for Hensley. Jack Hensley was 24.67 this morning. Here come your backstrokers. So out of lane number 3, still Jack Hensley, Lancaster and Fairfield trying to move up. Ryan Sutherland in lane number 4 from Yoda. Also trying to move up, Braden Franklin from Greater Spartanburg, but it's now Sutherland at 53.80. Sutherland was just below that this morning, maybe saving a little bit here, but now here comes Braden Franklin. Braden Franklin this morning on his breast was 32.67. Also down here in lane 3, Jack Hensley. Hensley, he was 32.42 on his breast this morning. See what he is tonight. Tied for first, Henley and Sutherland. Hensley was 32-30 tonight. Braden Franklin 32-48 tonight. Great swim by Jack Hensley. Coach Dan jumping up and down, but he's going to have to hold off Braden Franklin with a big charge here on the freestyle leg. Hensley looking over the rope. And your D final winner will be Jack Hensley. He goes 154.02 for Jack Hensley. Comes down from a 155.71. So a great swim for Jack Hensley from Lancaster and Fairfield. Looks like a season best. There's Hensley, Franklin, and Paul. Good finish there for Paul. Coming all the way back. Jack Paul from Schrader on that last 50. So great swimming going on right there in the D final. The future swimmers in 2 or 3 more years could be at the top of the podium, could be even sooner. Here we go. I'll turn it back over to Bruce Griffin as they get those awards together before we head into the splash and dashes for the women's and the men's 50 freestyle.
Please welcome our award winners for the men's 200-yard individual medley. Presenting the awards for the men's 200-yard individual medley, Coach Brian Dowling from Cumberland, Maryland. Finishing in 15th, Evan Tack, Birmingham. 14th, Alex Bauer, Indiana County. 13th, Nathan Welker from York. 12th, Wooby Kupsky, Wilkes-Barre. 11th, Jack Mills from Lynchburg. 10th, Colin Cavanaugh, Fanwood Scotch Plains. And winner of the B final, Kaylin Enbar from New Canaan. Finishing 8th, John Rusnock, Farmington Valley. Looking good, John. 7th, Jarrett Payne, Springfield. Happy birthday, Jarrett. Will Brown, Piedmont, was 6th. 5th, Kenny Barnacle, Greater Somerset County. 4th, Ethan Schwab, Birmingham. Finishing 3rd, Alexandra Carahalis, Western Branch. 2nd, Camden Taylor, Rock River Valley. Now I see why he's Big C. And your 2023 national champion and new national record holder from Cumberland, Maryland, Daniel Deal, new national.
There's Daniel Deal, top of the podium. You know who's really tall? Camden Taylor. I mean, look at him. I thought Daniel Deal had some height, but standing next to him, a notch up, My goodness, I'm going to have to look up Camden Taylor. I'm going to try to meet him on the deck and see. I'm 6'3", right? Or I was 6'3", listed in high school at 6'3", but might be down to 6'2" now. But here we are, moving over to the women's 50 freestyle, your championship and national record, 21.97, set by Anna Mosch, Greater Somerset County. Out of lane number 1 in your B final, Anna White-Chertis. Lane number 2 is Kate Murray. Lane number 3, Lucy Art. 4 is Emily Way. She was 15th in the 100 fly. 5 is Isabel Lee. 6, Amy Pan. 7, Lily Robinson. And 8, Emma Lemler. There's a good shot for the start, and they're in. So your top qualifier in this heat was Emily Way. She was 23.45, but only basically 0.18 of a second separating this field out of the prelims. It's anybody's race right now. As you can see them heading to the wall, and a winner will be Amy Pan going 23.17, followed by Isabel Lee, tied with Kate Murray. There's a great shot. Amy Pan throwing down the 23.17. She came in with a 23.55. She wins the B final from Farmington Family YMCA. Great swim right there. And you can see Kate Murray from Westport Weston. She's a young one, 16 years old, along with Isabel Lee from Wyckoff. They are tied for second. Great swim. Here's Bruce. I'll turn it back over to him, and he'll take you in through the championship final in championship finalist introductions.
Let's meet them. Lane number 1, third in this event last year, our national champion in the 100 breast last winter. From Farmington Valley Tsunamis, Mackenzie Headley. Lane 2, already 6th in the 100 fly, 7th in the 200 free. From Wyckoff, Katie Lawrence. Lane number 3, the defending national champion and national record holder, already the national champion in the 200 free. She'll be a Cavalier at Virginia in 2024. From Greater Somerset County, Anna Mosch. Lane 4, third in the 100 fly this week. She'll be a Longhorn at the University of Texas, also a finalist in the 200 IM. From Champaign County, Angie Coe, our top qualifier. In lane number 5 from Upper Main Line, Alexa Fulton. In lane number 6 from Elkin, West Virginia, Cadence Vincent. In lane number 7, 5th in this event. Last year, already 9th in the 100 fly. She'll be a gopher at Minnesota in the fall. From Piedmont, Morgan Thomas. And in lane number 8, 9th in this event last year, already 4th in the 100 and 200 backstrokes. She'll be a Blue Devil at Duke in 2024. Vanwood Scotch Plains, Claire Logan. This is the A final. Mr.
So Bruce took us through those introductions. You see Angie Coe, a top seed. She just finished second in the 2IM not long ago. I know that was only a matter of about 20 minutes ago. But in the pool also, you've got Anna Mosch. She was defending champion. She's in lane 3. You've got Alexa Fulton on the other side of Angie Coe. She was second last year. We'll see what these ladies can do. Angie Coe, look at that turn. Can Angie Coe double up into 2IM and the 50 free? Not much for. My goodness, it is Coe. She goes 22.50, followed by Mosch at 22.57, and Alexa Fulton at third at a 22.68. So Angie Coe, my goodness, second in the 2IM not long ago. Let's see, when we ended that 2IM on the women's side, it was around 6:25. Now we end the women's 50 free, and it is 6:55. So about 30 minutes right there. 30 minutes. Here we are in the C final. Riley Cudlack lane 1, Ella Glass 2, Katrine O'Leary in 3, Tiana Mesher 4, Mac Thomas in 5, Megan Rourke 6, Aziza Meyer in 7, and Flynn Truscott in 8. Here comes the field, too close to call. Look up at lane 8. And it's Flynn Truscott. She goes 23.31, followed by Megan Rourke. So Flynn Truscott from Upper Mainline, she's looking up at the clock going, did I just win that? Did I just go 23.31? That's awesome. So Flynn Truscott going 23.31, dropping a half second coming off of that prelim swim. Megan O'Rourke in second, and then Mac Thomas finishing up in third. Great swim right there for Flynn Truscott. Next up, our D finalists, 15 and under. We've got Fran Hunt from Boise in lane 1, 14-year-old Maddie Bolin from Westport Weston in 2, Claire Rosakis, 13 years old, from Upper Mainline in 3, Alyssa Napier from Western in 4, Cora Spetz, 15 in 5 for Pal Crosley, Charlotte Sander, 15 is in 6, Maggie Dickinson, 13 in 7, and Jane Cavanaugh, 13 in 8 from Westfield. So center of the pool, that could be Alyssa Napier, and it is. It's Alyssa Napier going 23.41 as a 15-year-old from Western Branch. She takes the D final. How about that? Real good swim for Alyssa Napier. And she's followed by Cora Spetz from Pal Crosley and Claire Rusakis from Upper Mainline. Charlotte Sander, they were all under 24, and they're all 15 and unders. Spetz, 15, Rusakis, 13. So some great swims right there. And I'll be turning that back over to Bruce here momentarily as he'll take us through our awards for the women's 50 freestyle. Once again, some great swimming going on here as we wait for our championship finalists. They're staging there in the awards area. But how about that? We're coming up on the men's splash and dash. I'm still, Angie Coe, what a great swim that was. Second in that 2IM about 30 minutes earlier. Up on the podium, warming down, coming marching out. Real good experience for Angie Coe. 18 from in her last Y National meet. Great job. And here they come, led by Angie Coe, our top 16 in the women's 50 free.
Presenting the awards for the women's 50-yard freestyle, the head coach from Champaign County, Illinois. Finishing Finishing in 16th, Lily Robinson, upper main line. 5th, Emma Limler, Schrader. 4th, Anna Wichurtis, Rapid Area. 13th, Lucy Art from Schrader. 12th, Emily Way, York. We had a tie for 10th, Kate Murray, Westport Weston, and Isabel Lee from Wyckoff. And winner of the B final, Farmington's Amy Pan. Finishing in 8th place, Claire Logan, Fanwood Scotch Plains. Seventh, Mackenzie Headley from Farmington Valley. 6th, Katie Lawrence from Wyckoff. 5th, Morgan Thomas from Piedmont. 3rd, Cadence Vincent, Elkins, West Virginia. 3rd, Alexa Fulton from Upper Main Line. Finishing 2nd, Anna Mosch, Greater Somerset County. And the 2023 National Champion Women's 50-Yard Freestyle, Angie Coe, Champaign County, Illinois. A winning time of 22.50.
Angie Coe, there she is, the national champion in the 50 free. My goodness, that was a great, great race for her. Tremendous, tremendous. I love to see that out of Angie Coe, especially going back-to-back in those events. Good double for her tonight. 2nd place in the 2IM and a national championship in the 50. Next up is the men's 50-yard freestyle. Your championship record is held by Ryan Held, 1952 in 2014 from Springfield, Illinois. And then David Curtis holds our national record. He was 1933 in 2021 from Hamilton, New Jersey. Heat number 1 is Sam Lorenz in lane number 1, Owen Wabel in 2, Ethan Vance is in 3, Rob Alexi in 4, Carlos Hidalgo in 5, Luke Condon in 6, Zachary Redding in 7, and David Mayer from Woodson Y in lane number 8. Alexi's going off to Cal. Hidalgo going to St. Bonaventure, where he'll be a Bonnie. He's in lane number 5. And Old Dominion is the choice for Zach Redding down there in lane 6. There's a good angle for the start. Fastest out, Hidalgo off the blocks. It's .64. Wow. Pretty close up there in lane number 6. Keep your eye on Luke Condon. But now here comes the field, and it will be Sam Lorenz. Outside smoke down here in lane number 1. Lorenz from Schrader goes 20.33. Coming off that 20.69 this morning. And you know you can't lay back in the morning to get into this 50 free. Rob Alexi finishes 2nd at 20.47, and Owen Wabel from Fanwood Scotch Plains. Alexi's from Greater Somerset County. Owen Wabel goes 20.55. 1/100ths against just ahead of Condon from Greater Monmouth. And here's Bruce. He'll introduce the Splash and Dash Championship finalists for the men's 50 freestyle.
Let's meet them. Lane number 1, 41st in this event last year from Rowan Aquatic Club, Luke Niebrick. Lane number 2, 15th in this event last year, already 17th in the 100 back this week from Ridley, Jake Kennedy. Lane 3, 12th in the 100 back this week. From St. Cloud, Connor Hogan. The top qualifier, second in this event last year, already national champion 100 fly, national champion 200 free, be a Virginia Tech Hokie in the fall from Lynchburg, Brendan Whitfield, the top qualifier. Lane number 5, already second in the 100 fly, third in the 100 back. He'll be a Golden Bear at Cow in the fall. Giving a shout out to his dad, Fanwood Scotch Plains, Roman Jones. Lane number 6, 38th in this event last year, already 8th in the 100 fly, 11th in the 100 back. From Ridley, Shane Eckler. Lane number 7, already 3rd in the 100 fly, 4th in the 100 back. From Greater Somerset County, Garrett Gould. He's in lane number 7. Lane number 8 from Ridley, Preston Kessler from Indiana County. This is the A final, Mr. Referee.
And there they are, all lined up. Your top seed coming in, Brendan Whitfield. He set the national record in the 200 free last night. He also won the 100 fly the other night. Second in this event last year. Right next to him, Roman Jones. He'll be off to Cal next year. He's in lane number 5. So they were both under 20 point. 1985 for Brendan Whitfield coming in. 1999 for Roman Jones coming in. And there they are. They are leading the field. Jones, Whitfield. And it will be a Whitfield. He goes 1948. Breaks the championship record of Ryan Held, an Olympic gold medalist. How about that? So Brendan Whitfield, and check out Roman Jones going 19.75. So a lot of talent right there in that 50 free, a new championship meet record. That was going back to 2014. I remember when that happened, and Ryan Held set that 19.52 back then. So we've got Whitfield, Jones, and then Hogan at 20.13. So Whitfield now a 3-time champion this week, 2-time national record holder. Broke the 200, broke the 50. Legendary Ryan Held, amazing. Heat number 3 coming up. Ben Eichheit is in lane number 1. This is their C final. Brady Robidas in lane 2. Mason Green in lane 3. Ben Sisma in lane 4. Evan Blazer in 5. Bradley Boyd in 6. Jacob Wade 7. And Jonathan Houle in lane 8. Eichheit's out first. Off the blocks on .62 reaction time. And as they are pushing for home, too close to call. Pretty good turn up there in lane 6. Real even. Could it be lane 1? It is Ben Eichheit from Triangle area, 20.65. He wins the C final. Eichheit followed by Sitzma and then Blazer. Ben's looking up there going, did I just go 20.65? Yes, about 3/10 faster than he was this morning. Sitzma at 20.72, just ahead of Evan Blazer at 20.78. Great swim, gentlemen. Next up, our D final. We have JT Trowbridge in lane 1, Yaron Lee 2, Kai Batchelor 3, Ed Stoltz 4, Jack Higgins in 5, Owen Guthrie 6, Ethan Frondaza in 7, and Luke Lamb in 8. Yaron Lee is the only 14-year-old in this event. Frondaza off in .57. That's a quick start. That's faster than the previous heat. I think faster than the C final or the B final also. So here we are, center of the pool. Out of lane number 4 is it Ed Stoltz. it will be Ed Stoltz at 21.00. He drops .05 tonight. Trying to push through. I'm sure he was trying to push through that 21. See if he takes a quick look at the camera. He will not. But that's a pretty good swim right there by Stoltz, and then followed by Higgins and then Batchelor. Real nice swim. 7 of those guys under the 22 mark. And they are your future sprinters. Next up will be the 800s after the awards. And we will be having those momentarily. I'm going to turn it over to Bruce as he'll take us through the 50 awards top 16.
We'll be doing the Spirit Squad Team of the Day after the awards. Presenting the awards for the men's 50-yard freestyle, Coach Ryan Woodruff from Lynchburg. Finishing 16th, Zachary Redding, Western Branch. And 15th, David Meyer, Woodson. 14th, Ethan Vance, Jefferson City. 13th, Carlos Hidalgo, York. 12th, Luke Condon, Greater Monmouth. 11th, Owen Weibel, Fanwood Scotch Plains. 10th, Rob Alexi, Greater Somerset County. And your winner of the B final from Schrader, Sam Lorenz. Finishing 8th from Greater Somerset County, Garrett Gould. 7th, Jake Kennedy, Ridley, Area Y. 6th, Preston Kessler, Indiana County. We had a tie for 4th, Luke Niebrick, Rowan County. And Shane Eckler from Ridley area. Finishing 3rd, Connor Hogan, South St. Cloud. 2nd, Roman Jones, Fanwood Scotch Plains. And your 2023 champion and new meet record holder from Lynchburg, Brendan Whitfield, a new meet record time of 19.48. Congratulations, gentlemen.
8, his 3rd win of the week. That's pretty awesome as he stands at the top of the podium. We're going to get ready for our women's 800 freestyle relay. As we will go through the women's and the men's 800 free relays. I think we take a 5-minute break here. I'm pretty sure it will be happening after these awards. We'll be back here in about 5 minutes. The time is 7:15. We're not far off our timeline. tonight. But again, thanks for joining us tonight. A couple national records going down. Really some fast swimming this week. But what's great to see here at YMCA Nationals is just the amount of camaraderie between the teams, good sportsmanship, fellowship. 1,300 athletes, student athletes. And it's a beautiful week down here in Greensboro, North Carolina, home of the Greensboro Aquatic Center, home of the 2023 YMCA Short Course National Centennial Version Swimming Championships. I'm Bob McDowell, your host. I'll be back here in a few minutes, and we'll take you through the 800-yard freestyle relay. So enjoy some of these candid shots as the camera spans the pool, up in the crowd, down on the deck. I'll see you in a few. All right, Coach Mike Leonard giving the relay call tonight. That is almost trademarked. I was talking to Bruce earlier. I said, hey, look, when I go around and I announce college meets, high school meets up in the Northeast, these swimmers come, are you going to do the relay thing? And I have doing that for them in the college meets. It really does get the crowd going. Bruce was describing that. Started doing that back in Fort Lauderdale, kind of on a whim, and it stuck. So here in our centennial celebration, we're bringing in some guest relay callers to ask that question. So women's 800-yard freestyle relay, your championship and meet record 7:10.06, set back in 2015, York and York County. Small, Ilgen, Fritz, Braswell, and Harnish hold that record. So tonight we have heat number 1 in the water, and this is Wyckoff with Katie Lawrence in the water. Birmingham in lane 2 with Kelly Hassett. Wyckoff's in 1. Lane number 3 is Elodie Mitchell for Triangle. Lane number 4 is Billy Sherrod for Fanwood Scotch Plains. Lane number 5 is Ava Sutphin for Emmy Lyons. Lane 6, Tessa Bondakis for Greater Monmouth. Lane number 7, Laura Lee Page for Lakeland Hills. And lane number 8, Kate Murray for Westport Weston. Your top times coming out of this morning's preliminary heats, time final heats. We had Oshkosh was 7:40.73. Farmington Family was 7:40.53. And Piedmont was 7:38.02. So here in our time final tonight, heat number 1 of 2 on the women's side. Out there in lane number 8, Kate Murray leading the way. She's out 53.44. Piedmont was out at the 200 in 150.44, and they finish up 7:38. So keep your eye on Kate Murray. She's out pretty quick up there in lane number 1, followed by Wyckoff down here in 2 with Katie Lawrence. And then in lane number 3, Fanwood Scotch Plains with Billy Sherratt. So Kate Murray, 1:48.85 going out. Now your leader in the water. Megan O'Rourke in 1, Demetra Bicus in 2, Paige O'Keefe in 3, Claire Logan 4, Lily Roberts 5, Maxine Camelone in 6, Serena Dickey in 7, and Ella Gussin, 15 years old, in lane number 8. So Westport Weston leading the way up there in lane number 8, but now making a charge, Claire Logan with Fanwood Scotch Plains in lane number 4. Piedmont in the earlier heat was 2:45, so we are ahead of that pace for Fanwood Scotch Plains and Westport Weston. So Logan trying to overtake Westport Weston up there in lane number 8, also now moving up out of lane number 5. That's Emmy Lyons with Lily Roberts. Fanwood Scotch Plains now your leader. Wyckoff still down here in lane number 1 with Megan O'Rourke. Westport Weston hanging on to 2nd, but center of the pool, Claire Logan doing a nice job. And let's see, they were 3:45.00 Piedmont. So now Fanwood Scotch Plains halfway through, your leader at 3:42.61, followed by Wyckoff and then Westport Weston. Wyckoff ahead also, Westport Weston ahead of Piedmont. In the water right now, your third swimmers, Josie Marino in lane 1, Avery Anderson 2, Clarissa Ben Zudenhout in lane number 3, Bridget Davis 4, Maggie O'Toole 5, Jessica Krall 6, Carly Frank 7, and Hope Ivanovich in lane number 8. Westport Weston still hanging in there up there in lane number 8. Now they're in 2nd, just ahead of Wyckoff. Will anybody else be able to come back on Fanwood Scotch Plains and Westport Weston in this time final heat tonight? One more heat after this, about a half a second, almost 6/10 of a second separating Fanwood Scotch Plains and Westport Weston. Bridget Davis in for Fanwood Scotch Plains, Hope Ivanovich in for Westport Weston. About 7/10 now separating those two teams, 3.6 over the rest of the field. Now here comes out of lane number 5, Emmy Lyons with Maggie O'Toole, lane 6 with Jessica Krall, trying to move up for Greater Monmouth. So now here we come for the final anchor leg, and it's Fanwood Scotch Plains. They're at 5:36, about 5 seconds ahead of Piedmont. Piedmont was 5:41, Westport Weston 5:38. Emmy Lyons at 5:40. So we've got 3 teams ahead of Piedmont right now. And also in lane number 6, Greater Monmouth right on their time. In order, Jesse Wolf in 1, Samantha Clifford 2, Sophie Purry 3, Catherine Ritter 4, Emma Luttrell 5, Samantha Dugan 6, Ella Habjan in 7, Megan Grisante in lane number 8. Well, your anchors are in. They got another 100 to put down. Westport Weston making a charge with Megan Grisante, the 13-year-old. Looking strong, the future. Trying to chase down Catherine Ritter in the center of the pool. Oh, that's it. 7:38:02. Want to be below that. Farmington family at 7:40:53, 7:40:73. Your top 3, Oshkosh. So still Fanwood Scotch Plains. Got to make a move here if Westport Weston wants to catch them. Give a hand to Megan Grisante up there. And it will be head down. Fanwood Scotch Plains at 7:30:84. Westport Weston 7:31:49. A lot of the field ahead of that 7:38. I think they may all be as they finish up all ahead, I believe, of Piedmont. So those great finishers there coming out of that first heat tonight. Heat number 2 now coming up. And it'll be lane 1 with Juliana Tyler for Cheshire. Lane 2 for Rachel Hess for Boyertown. Lane number 3, Ann Dickinson for Schrader. Lane number 4, Colleen Bull for Greater Somerset County. Alexa Fulton for Upper Mainline will be in 5. York and York County will have Emily Way in there for them. Cameron Wilson for Greater Spartanburg in 7. And Sabrina Schuster for Laurel East Hartford will be in lane number 8. Upper Mainline, York is in lane number 6. I don't believe I identified that. But very exciting there. Great finish. Great, real good finish. Here's a good shot of that scoreboard we have it down here in Greensboro at the Aquatic Center. So, national record 7:10:06. Small, Ilgen, Fritz, Braswell, and Harnish back in 2015. They did that. Once again, Cheshire in 1, Boyertown 2, Schrader 3, Somerset County 4, Upper Mainline 5, York and York County 6, and Spartanburg in 7, and Lehigh, Laurel East Hartford in lane number 8. So it was 7:30 coming out of, everybody was under 7:40. So Piedmont was 7:38:02. York's out first with Emily showing the way. Emily Way, 16 years old. In lane number 6, got the white cap on. Good turnover. And through to 150. Umley now 120.95. There's Fulton. And a lane number 5 for Fulton. Up there in lane 6, Emily Way still, I think, in 2nd, but down here in lane number 3, here comes Ann Dickinson. So Umley, now your leader at 148.96 going out. And here we are, our second swimmers in. Julia Bartow in 1, Mary Carl 2, Elena Berlin in 3, Anna Mosch in 4, Kenzie Padilla in 5, Zoe Schneider 6, Eva Zuvatlekas in 7, and Megan Gangaway up there in 8. So upper main line with Kenzie Padilla, your leader. Upper main line, 7:42.45, 1 second lead over Somerset County, and now Schrader trying to make a move with Elena Berlin. Anna Mosch trying to chase down Kenzie Padilla. Also still hanging in there, York with Zoe Schneider. It's a 4-team race right now. 50 more to go. Still Umley. Mosch trying to come back. Here's 28.79. That was 28.62 for Schneider. Fastest split. And that last 50, still Umley. Here comes Anna Mosch. And it will be upper main line, still only 0.15 of a second ahead of Greater Somerset County, followed by York. Less than a second ahead of York. And here we go with our third swimmers in. Avery Potteralla in 1, Megan Unruh 2, Lily Zippel in 3, Erica Maltsev in 4, Audrey Laganelli in 5, McKenna Pottinger in 6, Delaney Franklin in 7, and Riley Kudlak in lane number 8. Very close here for an 800 freestyle relay. Haven't seen one this close in a long time. Now out of lane number 3, Schrader with Lily Zippel. Now your leaders. 0.07 ahead of Greater Somerset County, and upper main line only 0.7 back, and less than a second. York is in 4th behind our leader. But Zippel having a great swim here for Schrader. Schrader's won these relays. Doing a great job on the relay side. Dave Anderson always doing great things out there in Milwaukee. Schrader, Somerset County, upper main line, York. This third leg coming up on the anchor. And it is Schrader. They are at 5:31.24. Last 50 of 28.25. I'd love to see that 200 split. That was beautiful by Lily Zippel. Now in the water. Anchors for these teams. Megan Tiernan, Sydney Gring in lane 2. Tori Brosterwitz in 3. Emily Thompson, lane number 4. Flynn Truscott for Umley in 5. Izzy Pfeiffer for York in 6. Hayden Penny for Spartanburg in 7. Avery Kudlak in 8 for Lehigh. Here comes Thompson. Here comes Thompson trying to chase down Tori Brosterwitz. Here comes Thompson. Saw her in the 2IM earlier tonight. Coming all the way back. Now your leader for Greater Somerset County, Emily Thompson all the way back, 62 hundredths of a second ahead, followed by Schrader, now Umley, and then York. Emily Thompson pulling it all together in this last 200. In this last 100 of the 200, man, she had a good split. So Thompson, they go 7:20.42, followed by Schrader, upper main line, and then York. And then we'll get our final results with the other heats being factored in. I believe we might go right into the 800. We will. We'll swim the men's 800 relays next. And that men's 800 freestyle relay record set by Sarasota back in 2017. The team of Katz, Nutter, Furley, and Katz. Back in 2017. This will be heat number 1 tonight of 2 heats. In lane number 1, Riley Twist for Westport Weston. Lane number 2, Greater Monmouth has Charlie Renard going in. Lane number 3, Damian Zartoriski for Cheshire. Lane number 3 is Carlos Hidalgo for York. Lane number 5, Nathan Spetz for Pal Crossley Jr. Lane 6 is Owen Markowitz for Lakeland Hills. Lane 7, Nick Brakal for Greater Spartanburg. And in lane number 8, Shane Eckler for Ridley. Ridley out first, 0.61 reaction time off the blocks. Your top times this morning for Champaign County, they were 6:50.60. And then it was Western Branch, Delaware at 6:54.06. And then Wyckoff right behind them at 6:54.13. And here we go. Nice swimming going on down here with Twist in 1, Renner 2, Zartoriski in 3, and Hidalgo in 4. Cheshire, your leader, with Damian Zartoriski out of lane number 3. Damian was 47.92 going out. And he leads Greater Monmouth and Westport Weston by about a second. That's Charlie Renard and Riley Twist right next to him. Look up there in lane number 8, Ridley in 4th. With Shane Eckler. Keep your eye on the Ridley Rays. And it is Cheshire out at 1:38.21, followed by Greater Monmouth, and then Ridley. Second swimmers in. Andrew Berkowitz in lane 1. Hunter Kunzel in 2. Peter Zalewski in 3. Jacob Wade in 4. Patrick Gibbons 5. Cooper Voss 6. Jake Pravat in 7. And Tristan Ronayne in lane 8 for Ridley. See if he can hold on to that 3rd place or try to chase down now your leader, Greater Monmouth. Greater Monmouth with Hunter Kunzel in the water. Now almost a full second ahead of Cheshire and almost 2 seconds ahead of Westport Weston down here in lane number 1. Field is starting to come back now, but still a good sizable lead for Kunzel. He'll be followed by Bryce Wilkins. Teams moving up now.
Up there in lane number 7, keep your eye on Spartanburg with Jake Pravat. Also, he's making a big move. And we'll be halfway through for Greater Monmouth at 3:20.51. About 4 seconds ahead of where Champaign County was this morning. They were 6:50. So Greater Monmouth swimming well right now here in your not in your B final, in heat number 1 tonight. Josh Tanksley is in lane number 1. Bryce Wilkins in 2. Michael Gauthier in 3. Caden Fada in 4. Carter Hagenauer in 5. Kai Batchelor 6. Devin Council 7. And Jake Kennedy in lane number 8. Trying to move up in the center of the pool, Caden Fodder, Carter Hagenauer. Now Pal Crosley with Carter Hagenauer in second. Trying to chase down Bryce Wilkins from Greater Monmouth. Big lead right now. We'll see how far out in front they are. 4.19 seconds ahead of Pal Crosley at this point. Third leg in. Evening up now for second. Anchor in. They're at 5:02.64 for Greater Monmouth. So they're 9 seconds ahead of where Champaign County was. So your anchors are in. Mark Platnoff in 1, Dante Dentino in 2, Connor Booth in 3, Nathan Weckler 4, Braden Myers in 5, Connor Johnson 6, Colin Jordan 7, and Ben Kudafaris in lane number 8. So here comes the field trying to chase down Dante Dentino. 100 through, teammates leaning over, giving him a shout and a holler. 4.5 second lead with 100 to go for Greater Monmouth with Dante Dentino. Can he hold off the field? Second now up there in lanes 5, 6, and 7. That's Pal Crosley, Lakeland Hills, and Greater Spartanburg. 3 second lead now. Can Dante get it home? Pal Crosley, Brandon Myers. So here he comes. Braden Myers trying to chase down Dante Dentino, but it'll be Greater Monmouth County. Dentino holds on, 6:46.80. Great swim right there for Greater Monmouth, with Dante Dentino on the anchor. Below their seed time, a 6:50.95. A great swim right there for the gentleman from Greater Monmouth, followed by Pal Crosley and then Spartanburg, South Carolina, both at 6:48s. 6:48.11 for Pal Crosley and 6:48.40 for I think that was Spartanburg. So here we are, final heat of the night. Heat number 2 of the 4 heats of the men's 800 freestyle relay. Out of lane number 1, Fanwood Scotch Plains with Roman Jones. Teddy Blake will be swimming for Triangle area. Out of lane number 2, Rob Alexi leading off for Greater Somerset County in 3. One of the hot swimmers here this week, Brendan Whitfield, will take it out. He does hold the national record in the 200 freestyle. See what he can do tonight. He'll be taking it out for Lynchburg in lane number 4. David King for Piedmont in lane number 5. Lane number 6, Isaac Flegg, our national champion in 1,000. He's in 6 for Schrader. Angus McDonald for Birmingham in 7. Chase Grissy for Emmy Lyons in lane number 8. So 6:46.80 time to beat Greater Monmouth out of the previous heat. Coming in, the top seed, Lynchburg. They'll be trying to get under that 6:38-37 mark possibly tonight. Whitfield taking it out fast. He's out 21:31 going out in the 200. Remember, he is our national record holder in the 200 freestyle. Set that the other night at a 1:33.97. First man ever under 1:34. He's out 44.76, 2 seconds ahead of Fanwood Scotch Plains, and then Piedmont in the water for Fanwood Scotch Plains. I'm sorry. Yep, for Fanwood Scotch Plains, Owen Weibel, and for Piedmont, I'm sorry, it was Roman Jones for Fanwood Scotch Plains, and Piedmont, David King. Oh, he's 109.22, pushing through the 150. Where are we? We'll see. 145.48 is the national record pace. Sorry about that. Bad. 136.07 is your national record pace. Can he be below that? They are. 134.13 leading off the 200 for Brendan Whitfield. Under national record pace was 136.07. Now in the water, we've got Owen Weibel in lane 1. Stamatis Paleokrasis in 2. Lucas Standridge in 3. Max Schoenfelder in 4. Will Brown in 5. Brody Lapine 6. Ethan Schwab in 7. And Peter Smelzer in lane number 8. Brendan Whitfield on fire this week. Here comes Piedmont with Will Brown trying to chase down Lucas Standridge. I'm sorry, chase down Max Schoenfelder. And there they are, Piedmont with Will Brown. They push through right now at 2:49.77. The national record pace is 3:14.11. Yoda down here in lane number 3 is in 3rd. But a big swim here, halfway through 3:15, just over national record pace. Lynchburg now 4 seconds behind. Yoda in 3rd. Greater Somerset now in 4th. Halfway through, Owen Higginbotham, lane 1. Cooper Weiss in 2. Enrique Iturbe Casano in 3. J.C. Gordon in 4. Jack Smith in 5. Jack Sullivan in 6. Evan Tack 7. And Justin Dostal in lane number 8. Everybody's still in the picture for that 3rd place spot, 3rd and 4th. So Piedmont 3.2 seconds ahead of Lynchburg. So Piedmont lane 5 with Jack Smith, J.C. Gordon from Lynchburg trying to chase him down. Piedmont, they hold the championship record. I'm sorry, nope. They are the defending champions. Last year they were 316 going through this 600 mark. Well, here we go. Also moving up, Schrader. And it will be Piedmont, still your leader. Lynchburg, then Schrader. So now we have in the water, Will Crawl 1, Ben Eichscheid 2, Kenny Barnacle 3, Jack Mills in 4 for Lynchburg, Richard Wang for Piedmont, Ethan Shutton in 6 for Schrader, Ian Duncan in 7, and Cam Kraft in 8. Piedmont 0.6 seconds ahead of Lynchburg. Jack Mills trying to chase down Richard Wang. Here comes Jack Mills for Piedmont, your defending champions. Wang looking at Mills, Richard Wang, Jack Mills, center of the pool, and it's now a new leader for Lynchburg. Just ahead of Piedmont, then Schrader trying to move up down here in lane number 2, Yoda. Back and forth in this one. And winner will be of heat number 1, 6:39.00. Lynchburg, Virginia, followed by Piedmont, Virginia. And then Schrader. Now that was real nice through the 800 yards relay. Great swim right there for those guys. We'll have those results out here momentarily. And Bruce will take you through those 16, top 16. We'll also have the women's results coming at you. You know, Greater Somerset County took that, 720. But some real good swimming going on. So we'll be back here momentarily as we work our way through these awards with Bruce. He's got 2 full sets. We'll give out basically 32 awards to 64. I'm sorry, am I doing my math correctly? Yes, 16-16. A lot of awards. Yep, it is night number 4 here in Greensboro. But thanks again for joining me and listening, watching to Bruce and I as we try to take you through these championship heats. D finals, C finals, B finals. Some great swimming going on here in Greensboro at your Centennial 2023 YMCA National Short Course Swimming Championships from the Greensboro Aquatic Center. I'll be back here momentarily, and Bruce will take you through these top 16 awards for the women's 800-yard freestyle relay.
Presenting the award for the women's 800-yard freestyle, Coach Mary Corey from Greater Somerset County. Finishing 16th, Piedmont. Finishing 15th, 16th, Piedmont. 15th, Birmingham. Finishing 14th, Lakeland Hills. Finishing 13th, Yoda. Finishing 12th, Cheshire, Connecticut. Finishing 11th, Emmy Lyons, Cincinnati, Ohio. Finishing 10th, Wyckoff, New Jersey. Finishing 9th, Greater Monmouth County, New Jersey. Finishing in 8th place, Laurel, East Hartford. 7th, Westport, Weston. 6th, Fanwood, Scotch Plains. 5th, Greater Spartanburg. 4th, York and York County. 3rd, Upper Main Line. 2nd, Schrader. Your 2023 national champions in the women's 800 freestyle relay, the team of Colleen Bull, Anna Mosch, Erica Maltsev, Emily Thompson, Greater Somerset County. Winning time of 7:20.42. Congratulations, ladies. Please welcome our award winners for the men's 800-yard freestyle relay. Presenting the award for the men's 800-yard freestyle, Coach Ryan Woodruff from the Lynchburg Y. Finishing in 16th, Wyckoff. Finishing 15th, Western Branch, Delaware. th, Cheshire, Connecticut. Finishing 13th, Champaign County, Illinois. th, Lakeland Hills, New Jersey. Finishing 11th, Birmingham, Michigan. 10th, Greater Spartanburg, South Carolina. Finishing 9th, Emmy Lyons, Cincinnati, Ohio. Coach from Piedmont, we have your awards here, Coach from Piedmont. Finishing 8th, Powell Crosley Tiger Sharks from Cincinnati, Ohio. Finishing 7th, Fanwood Scotch Plains. Sixth place, Greater Monmouth County, New Jersey. 5th, Greater Somerset County, New Jersey. 4th, Yoda, North Carolina. 3rd, Schrader, Wisconsin. Finishing 2nd, Piedmont, Virginia. And your 2023 national champions in the men's 800-yard freestyle relay, the team of Brendan Whitfield, Max Schoenfelder, J.C. Gordon, Jack Mills, Lynchburg, Virginia. Winning time of 6:39 flat. Thank you for another great day. We'll see you for our final day of competition tomorrow.